Hello and welcome. This is Jeff, spiritual escape artist. And today, I want to tell you that you are actually in the exact perfect place at the perfect time. And I'm not just being cheeky here because you're tuned into my video. I speak very matter-of-factly. For all times, all places, anywhere that you could possibly be at any place in your life. Where you're at right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. You see, such a bold statement as that you're in the right place at the right time, is an ultimate admission of trust, of faith, of who you are, what you can do, the situation that you find yourself in, the universe at large, higher power, Jesus Christ, whatever it may be or whatever resonates with you. To say that you, and as I, am in the perfect place at the perfect time, right here, right now, is a declaration of total trust in the universe around you, in your ability, in your alignment. And if you doubt me, if you disbelieve what I just told you, then it indicates that you are currently creating your own limitations, that you are playing a game with everyone else. You're playing a game of ego. You're playing a game of, I need to fix something here. Something needs to be fixed. Something needs to be put in order. There is disarray. There is discord. There is disharmony. And you would be validated in that belief if you are perhaps watching the news, what the current events and how they transpire. Perhaps you are considering your relationship with your loved ones or your ex, or you are considering the past, or you are reviewing your anxieties and the things that make you nervous about the future. So what you're doing is taking part in a game that people play, a game of ego, as I've mentioned. It's a game of identity. It's a game of roles, narratives, everything in its place, and how you think it should be. And if it doesn't meet up to the qualifications that you think it must be, then you are not happy. Then you are suffering right now. And you disagree when I say everything is perfect. Everything is as it should be. Everything that happened leading up to this point is perfect and had to happen that way, regardless of whether or not it was painful or disgusting or beautiful or hilarious or glorious. The whole tapestry, the whole spectrum of human emotion and what you could go through is perfectly valid for me to state this claim. It's whether or not you sit with those words that determines how you arrive, spiritually speaking, right here, right now. You see, that's what your spirit is. Your spirit is how you are right now, how you arrive into this moment, how your energy rests in this moment. Whether you're anxious, whether you're depressed, whether you're happy, whether you're elated or horny or tired, it doesn't matter so much how you feel or whether or not it's temporary, whether or not you feel secure in that, to make the point that that is what your spirit is. Your spirit is just currently your energetic expression. That's all spirit really is in terms of how it's perceived by others. But the resonance, the harmonic field that you put off, and how well that connection is made with your environment, with the people around you, with what it is you do, with what it is you say, with your job or career, your vocation, your hobbies, and how that makes you sit at any given moment. Of course, right now is what we're speaking about, is a scale or measure that you can take to understand how aligned you are. So what I'm saying is, when I say that everything is exactly as it should be right here, right now, regardless of how it looks, that really everything is perfect, this isn't a belief that I have. In your mind, you may think, oh, that's just what he believes. But I'm saying, no, actually, belief is too limiting for such an admission. Belief is a mental process. It's a construct. It's a rule. It's a system that abides and follows and has hierarchies, and it's all wrapped up in identity and form, in giving things their roles. It's the narrative. That means that those such beliefs are conclusions made that create limits on other things. Now, I know I might be getting abstract with this, but I'm trying to point out the fact that what I say to you, that everything right here, right now is exactly as it should be, is not a mental process. It's an ultimate admission of trust. And trust isn't mental. You don't have to think to trust. As a matter of fact, quite the opposite. To trust is an action of the heart. It is the heart opening and allowing things to be. Everything to be as it is. It lets go. The mind holds on. The mind creates form and structure and system, and it holds it in place. And this is how logic operates. This is how rationale creates a sequence of steps of understanding. And it's a different operation. It is not an operation or function of the heart and the soul and the spirit in its pure form, in its pure formless. So why I'm saying it like this and how I'm presenting it to you and who I speak to isn't the mind. It's cutting through the mind, breaking through the matrix. The matrix is the rule, is the system that has been handed to you by all the people around you, by the society and the culture around you. And you've been told what to think, what to believe, and what things are, how to name everything, how to categorize everything in life, and how you're supposed to sort it out, whether or not you fit in, and whether or not things are acting in alignment. Because there is an intrinsic scale within you that is seeking this harmony I speak of. And of course, this harmony is the same harmonious effect that arises in trust, in love. When you can really love, when you can really trust, when you can really let down the walls, let down the protection, let down all your shields, and let things be as they are, without the need to control, without the need to change anything, without the need to compartmentalize or sort anything out. What you're now doing is allowing your heart and your spirit to expand and raise in vibration, as you may have heard. It's taking up more space as the confinement of the mind relinquishes, because the mind doesn't trust. The mind can't do that. The mind needs to figure things out and draw lines. It needs to create boundaries and put things into shape and form, because that's how it operates. It operates in that aspect of energy, if you will. This will be another video, but that's the energy of light and image. And ego operates in self-image, how it looks to itself, how it looks to you, how it looks to others. That is ego, self-image, and identification, a necessary and useful tool for survival and being human in this life, have no doubt. However, it's limiting by its very function. It limits, it confines, it puts up walls, it puts up barriers, and it puts things into little boxes. The other aspect, the true aspect, who I speak to through this microphone, into this screen and out forth into the soul that's ready to hear it, is the heart of a man, woman, or whoever you deem yourself to be, however you identify or image yourself, see yourself. I speak to something deeper. I speak to something truer. I speak to something that is beyond this body, that is beyond the situations as they are arising. And I say to you, you're exactly where you're supposed to be, right here, right now. Everything is just fine. It's all okay. You have nothing to worry about. You have nothing to be concerned about. All that will be sorted out. You've been figuring it out all along. Look, you made it this far. Who got you here? Who got you here? That's a rhetorical question. You've got this. You've always had this. You know what to do. You don't need to continuously jump through hoops that you make for yourself to try and determine how to be yourself and how to get along and how to get paid and how to pave a way for your life to unfold to where you want it to go. That your dreams are worthy. That your desires are worthy. Suffering doesn't come from desire. It comes from desire unfulfilled. And that which doesn't fulfill the desire is the belief that you're not there yet, that you're not good enough, that you haven't learned what you need to learn, that you need to fix something. That's the mind. That's the ego. Vying for control. Pushing the heart around. Shutting the heart up. Telling it it's not good enough yet. It can't come out and play. And I'm saying, no, it can. It absolutely can. And it's dying to. It's suffering to. It's crying for the opportunity to be itself. And so again I say unto you, right now is the perfect time. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Everything actually is perfect by default, regardless of how it appears on the outside. Go within and see this. Go within and see this. Sort out and set aside that which blocks you from this recognition, this realization, this remembering of something that was long forgotten. Children understand it. Look into the eyes of a child. The younger the better. And you'll see that recognition. They know what they're doing. They may not know who they are or how to write or how to walk and run properly. They're still figuring those things out that we take for granted. But it doesn't matter because they're in the right place at the right time. Joyous as they're supposed to be. Open and curious as nature intended. I am reintroducing yourself to that part of you that is realer than real. And I am coaxing it out, saying, come on out and play with us. Let's make this world the one that we want to live in. And let's share it with our family and our children. And let's remind ourselves that we're in the right place at the right time. Right here, right now is where I'm supposed to be. And the same goes for you, and you, and you, and you, and him, and her, and all of us. Beyond the narrative, beyond the story, beyond current events, beyond the opinions of others, even beyond your opinions. All of that is temporary. All of that is fleeting. All of that will change. It's always changing. I am pointing to something eternally true within you. I'm talking to the spirit. I'm talking to the soul. I'm talking to the light inside. So thank you. Thank you.